What's up guys, TheMerryGamer here, and welcome back to another episode on the JSano Fan Server. So as you can see, I've been doing some work on the stairs. As I said in the last episode, that's what we were going to start to focus on. So I just done a little bit, and then I realized I haven't really started the recording of this episode, so I should really record and just let you guys know what's going on. So as you can see, we have started the staircase and such. So I have just done these two at the moment. This kind of goes into something similar with last one, where you have like kind of like a glass emerald, but just different colored ones, and then it goes into the bridge, and then it goes to there, and then here actually goes into another staircase that goes up, and then off to the left and right. I did them complete opposite for you guys. I will call that left and that right. Oh dear God. Oh dear. Hang your head in shame. But yeah, so I've just started doing the staircases now, and I realized that I should start recording for you guys. So nothing's changed with the hub at all that I can see. Not much damage by the looks of it. So it looks like I would say this spawning area for ghasts doesn't happen because of the transparent blocks, which I'm absolutely stoked about. I was a bit nervous about leaving the server the other day when I recorded the rest of that episode and showing off the rest of the flooring design and talking about that. I was very concerned. I was like, shit, what happened if some ghasts do start spawning in here? Because if they do, they'll start shooting at people, and then there's going to start being a lot of damage. So looking at the fact that there's no damage lingering around makes me very happy to say that this is ghast proof. So the next thing is, of course, to build this. So there's a lot to do. I've got another 6 more of these ones to build, and then I need to do this for the centers. I need to do the bridge. I might even just do the bridge and then to here for this episode, and then I'll do the rest of the staircase just off camera, I guess, or I might do it all on camera. It just really depends how much time I have with it all. So I'm gonna get cracking and try and get some more done today, and I will come back to you guys probably in a few days. Obviously, for you guys, it's going to be instantaneous second when I have finished off the staircases for the community area. So I'll catch you guys in a quick little second. Okie dokie guys, welcome back. So as I said in this episode, I was going to focus on the stairways and kind of like the center portal area for the hub, and I've finally done it. It's been quite a few days actually. It's probably the longest. This one actually took longer, I think, than the last section did, which was all the flooring, really. I don't know why. This was just a bit tedious to do in creative. But as you can see, we are done. So it was kind of more like this area, because I had to do a lot of scaffolding and all that sort of stuff, because you can't obviously jump in place in this area. So that's kind of like what took the time. And yeah, so this is kind of what it's starting to make shape. I have changed the floor design in here a tiny bit. As you can see, I've actually put carpet and done slabs underneath that. Because I did get a ghast spawn in here, and I don't know exactly which area has spawned it. So I think this current design doesn't spawn any ghasts, and I think it might have been purely the front bit here where you might have had 3 blocks here, and it could technically still spawn. So I've covered them all up like that, but this one, and I want to try and prove my theory that it's this section here that might be spawning it. So it's been unfortunate that I had to kind of cover it up with like this. I tried redesigning it a little bit and trying to keep the same thing, but it was too weird going between block and slab too close together, and I thought it would just piss everyone off. So I've done carpet because you don't really feel the gradient difference in a carpet. You know, it's the same as a pressure plate. So we'll see if I get any ghast spawn in this corner. If I do, then I know that it is to do with probably this bit right here, I presume. So and then if that's the case, then I will cover them up like the others. It's just a little test, so it's a bit unfortunate. So I could kind of just redesign it so I had probably more lamps, and I might get away with it, but I guess we'll we'll have to wait and see. But as you guys can see, it's very similar structure to last season's hub, but a bit bigger. Like the bridge, the bridges were I think 3 last season. This season it's 5. They're a bit longer because it's a bigger hub. The diamond obviously is bigger. The way this works is actually different. I think the last one, if I remember correctly, it had like a straight bit that went to like your crafting for enchanting and brewery, and then it went up the stairs, where I've actually got a staircase here. Then it goes into a room, then goes up. So yeah, it's just a bit bigger in that regard. Instead of having these along the sides here, they're actually underneath the staircase to give look for some structural support. So we got similar sort of designs of those last season as well, coming back in this season. And obviously this sort of center design is pretty much exactly the same, just some very small alterations. The roof's a little bit different in here, bit different layout with some of the slabs, but pretty much the same. And that stays the same up until the point of the top of the portal, and then it actually completely changes compared to last season. Last season I had like that space where I had like the torch, I think, which we lit for our first 24-hour live stream for the server, which I think we've already done since we started. And then it just had that blank flat top that was pretty much this big disc, and it just, I never liked it, so I changed it completely. There's a nice way of hiding and putting in some beacons in that area without actually it being visible. But yeah, so I've changed all the staircases at each end, so now they're just as quick and short up here, all done by slabs, so it's nice and easier to climb. So we're getting closer and closer to getting this community section done, because really all that's left now to really finish this off is all the walls. So the floor, the interior design when it comes to bridges and portal bit, like obviously you need to do a little bit in here, but that's a whole separate thing on its own, really. Yeah, the next thing is the walls. So hopefully by the end of next episode, we could have the community section completed. That's a big one. It might be a two-part episode. It might be half and half, because it's a big section to do. You know, a lot to do. There's a lot of expensive materials in there. For wood wise, which is dark oak, I need iron. Iron, glowstone. Brick, which is all right, I guess. So yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there. So I probably will do. I'm hoping to get all of it done next episode, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. But I'm pretty happy with the progress of the hub so far. We're getting there quite quickly. I think now, since we dug it out, we've kind of broke it up into, I think, 3 episodes since then. We dug it out in 8. This is episode 11, so we've kind of gone by hopefully 12. We've kind of finished half the hub. Hopefully maybe by 13, we're going to be finished half the hub. So pretty happy with it. But yeah, I think that's going to be really it for this episode, guys. It's been a very, very long building process, and it's taking its toll, and it's taking quite a while to build it all. But I am getting very happy with it. Bit annoyed about the ghast spawning in this area here, but I guess the wall kind of ties in with the roof, because similar to last season it uses cyan and dark grey, or just, I think it's just grey, I think it is. Yeah, just grey wool. So yeah, I guess that's going to be it for this one, guys. So as usual, thank you all for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. So see you guys.